God, hello, welcome. It's David, David, the autistic trucker again. Doing my third video. Asked about autism and food. Funny enough, I was watching something on Central News, the local. Give you an idea where I'm from. The local news, and they're mentioning about people with autism and with what was it? And eating disorders. You see, autism is very complex, and there's so many different stages to being neurodiverse. That's the proper term. You could say, people could say, "Oh, you're a fussy eater." Yeah, I am, but I am, yeah. I'm a fussy eater. But also it's the foods you're used to, the taste, the texture. I have someone I know, and he has various textures and tastes, and he'll only eat certain foods. A friend of mine who's autistic, it's just one of them ones where I could see where the eating disorder thing could probably come from, because I suppose the other thing is with the emotion, the way your emotions work when you're autistic, the way your emotions work when you're autistic, I could see why. You could look and start getting body conscious. Not me. Not a chance. Nothing on a good bacon, sausage, beans, etc., etc. Anyway, I had that for my birthday yesterday, so that was brilliant. That's how I'm currently running somewhere on the M4 at the moment. I've got 2 deliveries today. I've done the first one. The second one, I'm off all the way down to Guildford. So, nice long run. Thankfully, I haven't got a touchy M25. I just don't know God's autism and food. I have, people say, "Oh, you're just a fussy eater." Well, when I went to America, you'd think there I'd find stuff to eat, but I really, really struggled. McDonald's, excuse me, been on since 2:30 this morning. McDonald's, is yuck. No, I like McDonald's in the UK. KFC over there is yuck. Probably all that chlorinated chicken. Sorry, Mr. Trump. But American chicken is crap. Rubbish. Try not to say the wrong words, or as YouTube will tell me off. Apart from that, I never tried everything out there. Well, there's some good stuff. It's just difficult to find. Yes, you got some of your brands, like you would in the UK. You got Aldi's out there. But again, I'm digressing, which I shouldn't be. The main thing is it's autism and food, and like I say, it's tastes, it's textures. I only can speak for myself, but to me, I personally, it's each to their own. That's just my own personal opinion. Everybody, it's each to their own. This rotten sun is terrible today. I say it's just each to their own. I'd say it'd probably be a bit of a shorter video today. At the current moment, so I'm just plodding down to about an hour and a quarter away from Guildford. So see how it goes. I am seriously running out of things to say. But this is, I am really running out of things to say. I was actually going to probably put this as another topic, but the it may be controversial to some, but with regard, is more the fact of autism and benefits. I know everybody's going to say, oh, people are blah 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 blah, they're only doing this for free cars. And, you know, I'm sick of the attitude towards disabled people, and had enough of it, you know, and sick of it anyway, towards a friend I know. But I can see how she feels, you know. It's just not fair, you know. Yeah, I admit I've applied for benefits. They've told me no, but I'm appealing. Because you got some person in the DWP who can go, oh well, because they can do this, this and this, they're all right. That's not necessarily true. You know, if my appeal don't go through, I'll take it to what they call the tribunal. You know, at the end of the day, disabled people create extra cost. I don't like going into shops and stores and things. I prefer to use, you know, I like, you know, like looking at more delivery type options. I'm not always there for these quiet hours. Excuse me, you ordered again. Yeah, for these quiet hours. The quiet hours are not quiet when I go to a store. You know, they're noisy hours, and I don't really like the hustle and bustle. Christmas was a nightmare. What I'm deemed, no, but and at the end of the day, it's not the money or anything else. Well, a little bit for, you know, I'm not here to sponge off the taxpayer. I pay my way into the system. Like I say, I am creating these extra costs. This extra costs I'm creating, I didn't think I would be. Yeah. I can see a lot of disabled people do. Excuse me. Again. Yeah, well, I said I was going to leave benefits to the second part, but yeah, there's too many haters and slaters. And I've really, it's just not fair. I'm not saying, you know, I'm entitled because, you know, I've applied. They said no. But what they've said and what I know I've said are poles apart. You know, so it's like, no, someone needs to look at this again. And again, if we're still poles apart, be left to the courts. Oh, excuse me today, I tell you, with the yawning. This rotten sun. Anyhow, like, let's say this will be going out soon. Like I said, though, again, you know, comment. You know, I would like to log some comments and like and subscribe to my channel. Again, the more people who watch, look, listen, put it out there, it shows that you might have a disability, but you can do some jobs. You know, you're not immediately just written off. Near my turn now, I've got to go a bit of a complicated route now, so I will say goodbye for now. And like I said, I'll see you all soon. And it's basically a little cheerio. Bye bye.